We are living in unprecedented times. The coronavirus is starting to take over our lives in every way and shape possible, even Big Brother. But let me try to provide some hope over the next couple minutes as you try to make it through your day, your week. And let's talk about some Big Brother seasons that were canceled. As of March 24th in 2020, Big Brother Canada 8 became the second season to be canceled due to the coronavirus, following Big Boss Malayalam in India. And there's been a couple of seasons around the world that have been canceled prior to this outbreak. So today, let's take a little look back at what those seasons were. I got 2 definite seasons and 1 little, you can technically call it canceled, but let's get into the action. First one is back in 2004. The Middle East Broadcasting Center decided to join the worldwide revolution at the time and start their own version of the franchise called Big Brother The Boss. Maybe some of you already heard of it, maybe not. This is the Arabian version of Big Brother. The idea was very similar to the format at the time. 12 different housemates were brought from all around the Middle East, one from each country. They were brought to Bahrain. The house followed Middle Eastern and Islamic cultures. Men and women had separate sleeping areas and sections of the house that they were only allowed to go into, but there were a few communal areas around the house, such as the kitchen, the backyard, which other shows call the garden, and also another little unique thing that when we say that men and women had their own sides of the house that they weren't allowed to go on, the men's side of the house were only filmed by men, and the women's side were only filmed by women camera people. This was put in place so they could follow the guidelines. And at various times throughout the day, Big Brother would come over the loudspeaker and tell them that it was time for their prayer. However, the program came with a lot of scrutiny at the time from local television and radio stations.
البرامج هي سيدي امتهان لكرامة المشاهد والمرأة العربية بشكل خاص المسلمة. يجب محاكمة وزراء الإعلام أغلبهم الفاسدين في الدول العربية.
However, the show did come to a scratching halt only 11 days into production. In the Middle East, Broadcasting Center decided to shut down the production. Producers had to enter the house to inform the housemates that they had to leave now. The show was canceled. The series was supposed to last 70 days, but it was cut 59 days short. The next series was Veliki Brat 2, the Serbian version of the show. The show aired in the fall of 2007 and was slated to end on January 5th, 2008. Now, when we talked about our first season of Big Brother, we just said, there is some controversy, and that was the reason why it was canceled. This season was canceled due to a horrific action. On December 28th, 2007, 3 housemates that were evicted earlier in the season were driving to a celebrity promotional event that was going to be taking place a week before the finale. The car was traveling on icy roads and failed to complete a turn at an excessive speed, in which flipped the car, and that car would later land in the nearby river. Housemates Edelmir, Zorka, and Steven were pronounced dead at the scene. There was a 4th person in the car that was injured, but they were not a housemate. After this horrific event, the next day, the producers would inform the housemates that were still in the house, off camera, of what had happened in the outside world, and they were told to leave the game immediately as a respect to the housemates that passed away. And to be fair, the prize money was split among the housemates. The prize money was 100,000 euros, and among the 7 housemates that were still in the game, they each took around 14,250 euros home with them. The Veliki Brat finale aired on day 99 on December 29th, 2007, with a memorial tribute for the 3 housemates that were killed. Now, the final season we're going to be talking about today is Secret Story France Season 9. Now, this wasn't exactly a cancellation because only the finale was canceled, but I guess in a way you could say that some parts of it were canceled. This series was canceled with only a few hours remaining in the season. The finale was canceled as the housemates were left out early due to the 2015 Paris attacks that happened on the day of the final but I guess on November 13th, 2015. So producers decided to cancel the final and inform the housemates off camera outside the house of who won and what happened to delay the outside world knowing from what happened inside the house. The winner of the season, Emily, would go on to spoil the results 2 days later on November 15th, but the show would officially reveal on Instagram, out of all places, that the winner was Emily on November 18th, 2015. So now that the 2019-2020 coronavirus pandemic continues and Big Brother seasons around the world are affected by the circumstances, which we have never seen before, we've seen that Endemol, the show that came out with the format Big Brother back in 1999 in the Netherlands, instruct all franchises around the world that they must tell the housemates or house guests or whatever they want to be called of the pandemic. They said this is an okay thing to notify them something from the outside world that breaks the fourth wall, breaks the format, but they said this is something that is important enough to share so they can be safe. We've seen Italy, they've cut their season short by a couple weeks. Brazil, they were shocked to figure it out. I mean, Canada was shocked to figure it out, and then they ended up being cut short. Germany, I mean, we saw headlines around the world that Germany was the last to be notified. And there was articles saying that they were kind of cut off from the whole other part of the world, that they weren't known until they had a live special on live TV, that the show, the host, and they brought in an expert that let them know what was going on and let them ask questions. But hopefully this brought a little bit of smile on your face to let you know some other things that canceled Big Brother around the world. They weren't the greatest of reasons to be canceled. I know these circumstances don't seem real for a reason why a season would be canceled. Keep your head up. Hopefully this content will help you through another day, pass you some time. Just stay safe, everyone. Thanks for watching. And subscribe. I'm going to try to make some more content for you. Have a good day.